What's going on? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Gen X Army Vet here. This video comes, well, multiple videos come from TikTok, and it's, I guess, the thing going on these days where women are saying that men have a specific sexual preference if they do this too much. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Until someone proves me wrong, I will die on this hill. Way more men are gay than you think. Especially the ones that are hyperactive and like sleep around a lot. They're gay.
Okay, anyone who's been in the military or a high stressful job situation, they know that, especially if you're a decent looking person, especially like I said in the military, when I was young, I went wild. Yeah, we know that that's not true because it's just about numbers when you're younger, dumb, when you're in shape, stressful jobs, because especially in the military, if you're not fighting or training, you're fucking. That's pretty much the two things that we're doing. Training or fucking. You can ask anyone who's been in the military, you know, Navy, Air Force, Army, Marines, Coast Guard. That's all we do. That's how we relieve stress a lot of times. We work out, we do certain things, but we're out there banging, we're in the clubs. And just because you do it a lot doesn't mean that you're gay. It's like, what else we got to do?
Don't care. You're never satisfied. You go from woman to woman to woman to woman to woman and it never stops. Like I said, I don't care what you say, I'm gonna die on this hill.
That's false, because like stationed in Germany, Panama, Korea, going overseas to Hawaii. Well, it's considered overseas tour when you're in the military. But living in Hawaii for 3 years, like I say, in Honduras, and all the other stateside, posts I've been to, especially when you're single and you're not married. If you know, you know, because that's all we got. Especially like women in the barracks, not just our barracks, but we go to other units, around, the installation. You meet at the NCO club, meet at the Soldier Enlisted Club, O Club. That's all you do in the military. But outside of that, there are people who have high sex drives. You do it so much to a point, they say, oh, well, they're just doing that because they're hiding the fact that they're gay. No, you do it to a point because when you get older, you're not going to be able to do it as much. You're going to get slower. You're going to get older. You're going to, body starts breaking down. Do it when you can, right? There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you practice safe sex and don't catch nothing or pass anything around. That's how some of us like me, we got so many kids. I got 4. So there's people out there that got more kids than that. Let's see what this comment's got to say. I think that's why they're all so angry, because, men out there getting it in. But one can also argue with that, if men doing so much, we're going from, woman to woman to woman. If that makes us gay, so if a woman's having sex with all these different people, does that make her a hoe? When you call them that face to face, they want to get mad, but that's pretty much using her logic against her, right? As a gay man, I second it. Okay. And the homophobic ones, they are jealous for sure. And satisfied because they're shopping in the wrong department. No, it's not. It's about numbers. If you demand, if you can pull, you pulling. A lot of people, like, that is not the case. You're not gay just because you want to bang a lot of different women. Especially the ones that want to give it up to you easily. Why you go deny yourself? You'll not die alone on that hill, because yes, it's women and gay guys, So that's pretty much where our following is. Trisha Thompson is a textbook case of this. Nate Jacobs taught me a lot, especially the serial cheaters cannot convince me otherwise. Sounds like a whole bunch of people, specific women, are hurt because they got cheated on, or they were one of the numbers that, one of the notches in the belt they just became because a guy hit it and quit it. Gym bros, personal trainers, fans of professional wrestling. Gym bros specifically, yeah, it's going to be lots of hot women in the gym. Why not tag them? Personal trainer, same thing. Because women hit on them, so why not hit back, right? Fans of professional wrestling, I don't understand the logic in that. Besides them wearing like the leotards, whatever, but to each their own. They're usually in love with their besties too. See, it's all women. You notice I'm gonna keep going. Women, woman, women, woman, 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 woman. So yeah, it's all about women in her video. So of course they're gonna say something because they probably felt hurt type of way because that happened to them.
Always told me, my mama always told me, if a man is back to back to back with different women, he's gay. He
Probably happened to her mom too. You know, the daddy that, you know, put it in her, he's gay because, you know, daddy hit me and then went on, so he's gay. You know, some type of scorned woman.
he's going to like men at the end of the day.
This is not a thing to bash women. It's just, this is what they're putting out there into the universe. So anyone can comment on these videos. So yeah, it's not about a man versus woman. I'm not part of the He-Man or the woman, He-Man, whatever to say. The He-Man Woman Hater Club, the whole Little Rascals thing that you should say back in the day. If you know, you know. But yeah, I'm not part of that club. It's just, this is what they're saying, so we get to comment on stuff like this, right? Pretty sure like someone's comment on my videos. You know, once you let yourself out there in the public, it's up for public scrutiny, right?
My mama always told me this because some of my homeboys, they be in the triple digits. How though?
So
Did you find that many girls to lay down with?
that means y'all gullible as fuck. That's what that means. Rico Suave's out there. If you know, you know. If you get it back in the day, bag and tag. That's what some people live for. Numbers. It's a numbers game.
So my mama literally told me, she was like, yeah, your homeboys that are in the triple digits, that are like going up in the roster with girls, they're gonna be taken. I be trying to.
So, like again, like a woman who's her numbers are up in the triple digits, is she a hoe? Is she a prostitute? Or is this the fact that, I don't know, she just likes to fuck? So, why can't it apply to one, but it can't apply to the other?
I tell my homeboys, you gotta slow down because my mom basically said like it's like drugs. Like if you like keep doing weed too much or if you keep doing a drug too much, your body kind of doesn't want that anymore. You want something higher. Like you want to experience something more. So once you get tired of the girls, you want to go to the men. I literally be like, yes, yep. Therefore, if your homeboy or your man is back to back to back different girls, just
Some of these logic, the way they think these days is baffling. As a gay, hear this sister out. As a gay, hear this sister out. Okay. You know, especially when somebody doesn't post their little their thumbnail of who they look like, you can't take that person seriously. This is probably a whole nother woman thing too. I generally feel this about overly freaky ninjas. Triple digits is the saying, yep, the flesh is never satisfied. Exactly because what haven't you found yet? Again, it's not about finding. It's about numbers. But they're all women, as you can tell. You know, this makes sense. Austin Love Island. Austin from Love Island. That's what happened to Diddy and them. No, that's different. That's some sexual deviant type of shit. If you're a sexual deviant, you know, you just the act of seeing sex, being with sex, or doing stuff sexual, okay, that's something completely different. But if you see a hot woman, you want to bang her, okay, I got this one, now let me see if I can get this one, to get that one, and get that one. That's how a lot of us were in the military. Because we would go out in a group, you know, that Friday night, you get off duty, whatever, you go out, get dressed, you pre-game, yo, dog, where we going? Oh, we're going to go to Passion Club, we're going to go to Club UN, the UN Club, we're going to go to, I don't know, I forgot, there's a lot of the clubs, different clubs in Korea, in like Panama and stuff like that. You know, Josie's Wild, you know, stuff like that. We go out there and you see something, you be out there hanging around pre-game, see around what you gonna get. Yo, dog, I got this. We go, you know, then we just kind of separate, see what we can do. You're like, oh, I gotta get this one, but I like the one you got. Let's switch. I think the one you get like that, take her back to the barracks. Sometimes you go to like a random hotel, like the Hamilton in Korea. Do what you have to do and move on, right? They can't get satisfied. It's true. She is 100% correct. Triple, I think making it past 10 is crazy. Man, I don't know. Someone in presence with 300 plus bodies. Okay, there's one dude. My mama literally said this to me yesterday. Here's one 2,900 likes. He needs a fellow man to keep up with the energy. It's just a woman's way of bashing, you know. Bashing a man. All women. All women. Oh, that's my thoughts. That's my opinion. You know, let me know. Do you feel the same way? You know, you out there banging too much. Does that mean you're gay? Does that mean you have a problem? Or does that mean you just chasing for the next? That's all it is. To me, that's how it was. I mean, because back in the day, you know, everybody has a past. You know, like younger in the military, when you actually fit, trim, sharp edges, sharp jawline. Shit. Who was out there just getting the most? Everybody knows that. But anyway, like I said, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I like to read what people say. I'll reply to people's comments as well. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Catch you next video. Peace.